Okay, so the next question that was brought up was, now I have everything, now what? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Um, Now you have your book, you have your dividers, you have some washi tape, you've got some pens, some post-it notes. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Google, to Pinterest, to Etsy.com, um, and you're going to type in free printable planner pages. You're going to have to come up with an idea as to what you want. Do you want a weekly view, a monthly view, a daily view? Um, I will suggest anybody using a junior arc to look into Etsy.com's DIY fish. Amazing, amazing planner pages. Too small for me. I had to go with one that I made that was similar. You can also check that out. It's on Etsy as well. Um, the store is Handmade by Holley, Holley, which is where you will find my planner pages. Now, for those of you who don't know what to do next, you've got your planner, you've got your dividers. Okay, what we need to do first, you need to figure out, what are you using your planner to keep, or what are you wanting to keep in your planner? For me, there we go. For me, I keep everything. I have my calendar, my household, my personal, my family, and my PTO. Um, yes, I keep saying, sorry guys, I keep saying I'm going to move the PTO out, and I keep finding that I really need it in my planner. There's just too much going on right now with my parent-teacher organization that I need to keep track of. So, okay, so the first thing that you're going to do, well, the first thing I'm going to suggest that you do is you get your dividers, and I would recommend, Post-it has tabs, okay, where they just stick on and off, okay, and I would recommend that you write on these first, because you don't want to have to keep changing your label. Just handwrite it for now. It doesn't have to be perfect. I would recommend that you come up with at least your five subjects. In my calendar, I have, of course, all my different months. I have August, September, October, November, December. Under my household, I have due, paid, ordered. Under my personal, I have no sections. They're just, that's just sort of loose, what I keep in here. Stuff for me. Then under family, I have a tab for all three of my girls. I have one for my son, and I have one for my son-in-law. And then for PTO, again, I have that divided up how I needed it. Post-it notes are big. Dots are big. A way for you to organize. No one in any group can tell you how to organize. I enjoy Organized by Jen. I enjoy Alejandra TV. I love Organized Clutterbug. She used to be Maltos78. I love watching their organization ideas. That is not, you have to do it this way. That is one of the hugest misconceptions, the biggest misconceptions out there is that I can tell you how to be organized. I can tell you how your planner is going to work for you. I can't, because I write everything down. For instance, we were at my daughter's school dropping off her medication today. And now that I'm thinking about this, I'm going to show you what I do. And while we were there, I saw a slip on the front door, because every parent drops off medication, so everyone's going to see it. They'll probably come home in a paper with her, 2 days afterwards. It happens that way. Kids are not responsible at bringing paperwork home to their parents. So Thursday, September 11th, I'm going to put a little sticky note in here. That is my daughter's picture day. Now, I've been out, so I need to grab my pens. They're in my bag. So I'm going to pick a pretty color. On these types of things, because I'm going to write her name, I'm going to write Shelby. Fall pictures. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess I could put it in her color, but her color happens to also be purple, so it was written in purple. I don't know if I did that on purpose or not. I think I do it out of habit. So I know now that that day she needs to be dressed up for pictures. And I just added it. My son brought home a stack of papers. What do? I sit here with them. I'm not reading. Okay? I am not reading anything. He brought home nutrition information, a health form that you have to fill one out every year, a family survey, and the first day report, where I'm acknowledging, authorizing him to be in that school. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And then an acknowledgement of electronic distribution of student handbook and code of conduct. Okay, so these need to be filled out. Because I have multiple children all in the same school district, they don't write the name of the school on the paperwork. And I know I'm going to be filling out a bunch of these, at least 3. I will grab a hold of a paper clip. I will paper clip these together. I'm going to get into my handy dandy post-its. You'd probably kill me if you saw I was using pink. It doesn't matter, these are not going to be around really long enough. I just have to remember whose is whose for when I go to fill them out. I'm going to get my pen, and I write, instead of writing their names out, I just put their initials. So now this is going to go into my planner, because it is something that I have to deal with this today. But it's going to go back in the section for his, or with his initials. Now, I'm not hole punching these or punching them with anything. It's just going to stick out of my book like that. Because I have to address that today. He's got to return them tomorrow. My older daughter is an adult, so she can pretty much take care of her own paperwork. On occasion, you will see that she'll bring her stuff home and have me look at it. That's more as a good relationship between she and I. She knows that I'm gonna, if I see something that bothers me, I'll say something to her. And she likes to have me read over things. Okay. So, yeah, again, I can't tell you how to organize. I've done other videos to tell you everything that's in my planner. The best thing I can say is take a look. As far as where to find them, again, you have to Google it. It has to be something you like. You know, I love that you all want my opinions. You, I guess, want me to make you a list. But I'm a mother of four. I, have a fifth with a disability that's here. I'm PTO president. I help out at the schools. I run around like a chicken with my head cut off. I don't have time to do the research to find the best printable for you. You're gonna have to do that. Um, there's another group on Facebook that is called. Give me a second. I'm trying to find it for you. It's called Planner Printables Sell or Free. There is Planners, Printables, and Organization. There is, of course, our wonderful ARC Planner Addicts group. We also have Planner Addicts Swap and Sell, Planner Newbies Swap and Sell, DIY Fish Life Mapping community, Planner Junkies. It's a great group of women. Disc Bound Diva Planners, DIY Planners and Organization. There's so many, guys. For me to tell you where to go, it would be me promoting one person over another, and it's completely your you have to fall in love with them. Um, not the free ones aren't always going to be exactly what you want. They're not going to be adjustable. I'm just going to forewarn you on that. You cannot call them and say, "Oh, can you put my name in there? Oh, can you have 7 lines instead of 6?" Those you have to make yourself, or you have to pay somebody to do it. I offer the service. I will make you, print out my planner for you. Um, but unfortunately, you're going to pay for it. That means I'm getting paid to stop everything I'm doing to fill your order, to adjust your planner to fit your needs. Um, Being a mother of so many kids, Darcy understands as well. We would love nothing more than to sit down and make each of you your own personal planner. Um, However, our husbands would probably divorce us because we would have to, not do anything for our kids or our family. And unless somebody wants to be our nannies for free, none of you want to be our nannies for free. I already got that. I can't convince Darcy to take my kids, and she can't convince me to take hers. Um, you guys are going to have to do some of the footwork on your own. Google free planner printables, free planner pages, free planner. Um, if you found us on Facebook, I know you know how to use a computer. So go Google. Google, Google, Google. That sounds funny. Google, Google, Google. Go Google. Okay, Dawn, that's another wackadoodle moment for you. Um, but Google it and see what you can find. If you're really having a hard time, ask somebody, do you have a printable, or do you know where I can get a printable that is this? Just where do I get free printables? Nobody's going to help you because we don't know what you're looking for. We can ask you, you've got to come up with your own style. My suggestion is go buy a planner. You can go get a $5 planner. You can trim off the edges. You can arc punch it and go from there until you figure out exactly what you want. But all right, guys, I'm sorry I'm not much help, but that's my opinion, and that's what I'm here to give. I can't teach you. I can't train you. I can't force you to be me. You don't want to be me anyway. So if you want my planner, it's $100. It's available on Etsy.